Hi, everybody. Welcome to SoulSpace podcast number 87.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a new month, March, my birthday month. Yay.
Yay.
So we're gonna talk about luck since our fun leprechaun day is lucky leprechaun day is in March. So we decided to talk about luck this whole month. And we're going to have some fun with it, right?
Yes, I am excited.
Yeah,
It's a theme that's a lot of fun. It's a theme that a lot of people are like, don't realize how much we can create our own luck in our
right.
lives. And so it's going to be really fun to kind of share some of that with you guys along that lens. And
Yeah,
we're going to have a great time.
yeah. So today we're going to do creative workshop out of the book, of course. Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And it's process number 3. If you have the book and want to follow along a little bit, we're going to take some stuff out of here. And page 155 is where we're starting. So it's all about learning how to kind of pre pre-program your day, or creating that luck for yourself. And when you're in the flow and you're you're consciously creating what you want in your life, it you really do create your own luck without even thinking about it, when it's you're consciously creating. So this chapter is fun to there's some exercises in there that are good for that. So
Right. And what's fun is the more and more things you consciously create, the more and more things that you've consciously created come into your life, right? We talk about that all the time.
right.
And so we're constantly giving you more processes, more information, more ways to think about it, more ways to focus so that you can be a deliberate creator in your own life. And when that happens, you get those serendipities, right? Those little things that come into your life, like, oh, that was a fun surprise, or what a coincidence that was. Well, that's part of your deliberate creation process. You're bringing more of those things that are going to surprise and delight you into your life by allowing and focusing and enjoying more and more of it. So, another amazing process to bring to you so you can start creating your own luck.
Yeah.
Mhm. Love
Perfect.
it.
Awesome. Well, should we start off just reading this first little bit?
Yes.
Awesome.
I love this one. I can start if you want.
Okay, perfect.
So, again, like she said, we are on page 155 of Ask and It Is Given, and it's process number 3, the creative workshop. So, when to use this process, and this can actually be kind of important, is when would it be appropriate for you to use this?
Yeah.
One, when you want to focus upon what is most important to you personally, when you want to be in more deliberate control of the primary areas of your own life. And most of us want more control. That's kind of the whole purpose of deliberately creating, right? When you want to improve your state of allowing so that even more wonderful things can flow into your experience.
Both. Yeah.
When you want to practice a positive point of attraction until it becomes a dominant point of attraction.
And that
So the
allowing, oh, sorry.
go ahead.
That allowing one is huge. A lot of, we don't realize sometimes that we're the ones that have to allow that in. Um, and that's kind of not controlling it, but just being able to allow that in, and knowing that we don't have to make every single little step to go there and control every little step. We need to allow that in, and relax into it, and just allow.
Mhm. I think one of the most significant pieces for a lot of people, especially those of us that feel the need to control, right? And I am naturally a person, or I've been trained to be that way.
Yeah.
And so that's my natural tendency, right, is to want to be in control. But I think part of the art of allowing, as it were, is to recognize that we are always in control.
Right.
We are the deliberate creator of our experience.
Mm.
And by putting it out there and deliberately creating and then allowing our own creation to come to us in the highest and best way, that's the most control you can have in your life. It's when you're not allowing, when you're not in the flow and you're not letting go of your resistance to those things and allowing your own creation to come to you. That's when you're not in control.
Yeah.
And that's where more and more things come to you that aren't preferred. And so it's just an idea for you to think about is you're most in control when you're letting go of resistance and allowing your own deliberate creation to come to you. So it's not when you're letting go and allowing, you're not completely letting go of control. You're most in control in those moments. And so it's kind of flipping how you might naturally feel on its head. But once you get the practice of it, you'll see the truth of that in your experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. So the current emotional set point range. So this is where you should be feeling and vibrating when you do this exercise. And there's a reason for that.
Mhm.
So this creative workshop process will be of the most value to you when your emotional set point range is ranging somewhere between one, joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, or appreciation, and five, optimism. So on the emotional scale that they also have in this book, you want to be between one and five on the emotional scale. And it's important to be in that set point range because when you're doing the focus exercises here, you want to be in a feel good space.
Right.
That's going to assist you in this process.
Mhm.
Okay. So, like most of the other processes offered here, this one is most effective when you perform the action in writing. But it can also be valuable to play the game in your mind while driving or walking, or anytime you are alone and have a few minutes where it is not likely that you will be disturbed. Begin this creative workshop process with 4 pieces of paper, and at the top of each sheet, write one of the following headings or categories. 1, my body. 2, my home. 3, my relationships. And 4, my work. Now, focus on the first topic, my body, on your first page. Right? This is what I desire regarding my body. Do not work hard on this list. If you cannot think of anything, move on to the next category. Write a short list of things that easily come to your mind that you desire right now about your body. For example, I want to return to my ideal weight. I want to get a great haircut. I want to find some wonderful new clothes. I want to feel strong and fit. Now focus on each statement of desire that you have written about your body and write the reasons why you want each of those things. For example, I want to return to my ideal body weight. You could write, because I feel best when I'm at that weight, because I'm able to wear some of my favorite clothes, because it will be fun to shop for a new wardrobe. In the example of, I want to get a great haircut, because I want to look good, because a great haircut is much easier to manage. Because when my hair is cut well, it takes less time to look good. And the one where I want to find some wonderful new clothes. Because new clothes always make me feel good. Because I like looking good. Because I like people responding to me in a positive way. Because they always give me a fresh outlook. I want to feel strong and fit. Because I love the feeling of stamina. Because I love having the energy to do all the things I want to do. Because it just feels good to feel good.
Mm. That's an awesome one.
It is. And so this is just to help you to focus on the things that you do want in that area. What do I want? And that's one thing that we talk about a lot. And a lot of people don't consider what exactly it is that I do want. Because you know all the things that you don't want because you repeat them all the time.
Right.
So now this gives you a chance when you're feeling good to focus on what is it that I do want in this area. So then I can begin to do that. And so it's kind of like when we do the focus wheel, you feel better and better and better as
Hmm.
you go around the focus wheel and find those things that you do want. This is just a writing exercise where you create a list of the things that you want in those certain areas of your life. And we've done similar things to this before, but this really puts it in like a very specific and poignant and direct way for you to easily do on your own, whether you're writing it down, which is super powerful, or even if you're just thinking the things, then at least you're getting your focus on those things that you want in those areas.
Yeah, and it's a good idea to, if you do regular journaling in the morning or at night before you go to bed, you could even do this on in your journal. Just split the page into four sections and write
Yeah.
in, it's it's a fun thing to do, and you can really create some great momentum by doing this exercise. I love it.
Yes. And that's really what it's really strongly about is creating that positive momentum
Yeah,
in the direction of what you want,
yeah,
aka deliberate creation.
right.
What?
So
This
good.
cre- it is so good. I love it.
Mhm.
This creative workshop process will assist you in focusing upon the areas that are the most immediate and important to your life experience. When you identify the four basic subjects of your life, focusing of energy occurs. When you make more specific statements of desire, you activate the energy around those subjects even more. And when you think about why you want those things, you can usually be softening your experience. Oh, sorry. You can usually be softening your resistance around the subject while you are adding even more clarity and power to the thoughts. Why you want something defines the essence of what you want. The universe always delivers to you the vibrational essence of your desire. When you think about why you want something, you usually soften resistance. But when you think about when it will come to you, or how it will come to you, or who will help it come, you often add resistance, especially if you do not already know the answers to those questions.
Mm.
So we're focusing on why you want something, not the how or the when or the who.
Right.
So that, like she said, that helps soften your resistance because you think about why you're thinking about, a lot of people when they talk about when you're trying to create something or you're creating a workshop or you're wanting to create a new job or things, they say, what's your why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you think about the why, what that does is it drops most of your resistance to the having and allowing of that thing because you're like, your why is so strong. I want to have this because it makes me feel really good. I want to have this because I'm really excited. I want to have this because it's going to improve my life and my family's life and the lives around us. So you think about those things about what is your why? Why do I want to have it? And when you think about why you want to have it, you're like, yeah, I should have it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. It when you're talking about like softening that or letting go of the control and just allowing that in. I love that because uh, we're control freaks always, and most of us.
Yeah.
And um, when you can just know that the universe has your back and you are consciously doing the things that you need to do to make those things happen, and just allow it in and let go and allow, this or something better is going to come, right? Yeah, I love it. Yep.
I was like the this or something better because it
Yeah,
can even be better than you can imagine. And
right.
that's the fun of it. And if it can be better than you could imagine, wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
fun.
it is exciting.
It
It's
is exciting. It is fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want me to
Okay.
read a little? Or are you gonna?
Sure.
Okay,
You want to go to the next page?
sure. Now complete the three other categories: my home, my relationships, my work. Write a short list of the things that easily come to your mind that you desire right now. About your home, for example, I want to find some really great furniture. I want to get more organized. I want sliding shelves in the cupboards where I keep my pans. I want beautiful tile in my bathroom. And now write the reasons why you want these things. I want to find some really great furniture because it's so much fun to make changes, because I love entertaining and I want my home to feel good, because it will be easier to get organized, because furniture adds so much to a home. I want to get more organized because I feel better when things are neat. because I work better in an uncluttered environment, because we all get along better when things are in order, because I can accomplish so much more. I want sliding shelves in the cupboards where I keep my pans, because I will because it will be much easier to find what I need, because I'll feel more like cooking more often, because it will be more convenient to put the pans away when I'm done with them, because it will make the kitchen feel so much better. I want beautiful tile in my bathroom, because it will make the house more vibrant, because it will add value to my home, because it will be easier to keep clean, because this tile will make me feel good just to look at it. Write a short list of things that come to your mind easily that you desire right now about your relationship. Choose the relationship that feels most significant to you right now. I want to spend more time together. I want to have more fun together. I want to eat out together more often. I want to relax more and play more often. I want to spend more time together, because I'm at the very best when we're together, because there's no one I'd rather be with, because we have so many things that are fun to talk about, because I love this person so much. I want to have more fun together, because that's the first thing we loved about each other, because I love laughing, because I love finding more things to do that are fun, because having fun things feels good. Fun feels so good. Sorry. I want to eat out, eat out together more often, because it reminds me of when we first met, because I love the luxury of someone else cooking, because I love relaxing in a nice place and focusing on my partner, because there are so many wonderful things to eat.
Mhm.
Good. And it really, while you're doing this, even while I'm reading this, I'm thinking of more and more things. They come up in my head. Like,
Right.
yeah, that sounds good. Right. Yeah.
Right. And that's cool because that shows that you're creating momentum. By even talking about this and thinking about these lists and listening to them or saying them out loud, even though these aren't your lists yet, you're still creating momentum in that positive direction because now your mind's thinking of all those things and more. That
Yeah.
means if a thought meets another thought, that means the law of attraction has already been activated
Yeah.
within you, and your thought makes the next thought, meets the next thought, meets the next thought like it. So by doing these positive thoughts, we're already creating momentum in that direction. And isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So good. You want to go a little?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So next, write a short list of things that come to your mind easily that you desire right now about your work. I want to make more money. I feel excited about what I'm doing. I want to enjoy the people I work with. I want to feel a stronger sense of purpose. And when we're doing these lists, remember, it's just like the first, you know, four things, five things, three things that come to mind when you're doing this list. Don't really think hard on it. Just let it flow in easily,
Mhm.
right? I want to make more money because I want to buy a new car, because I feel proud of what I'm accomplishing, because there are so many fun places to go and interesting things to do, because it will feel good to pay off some bills. I want to feel excited about what I'm doing because work is a big part of my life and being happy there is important because it feels good to be really interested in what I'm doing because the day moves quickly when I feel invigorated because it feels good to feel good. I want to enjoy the people I work with because they're a big part of my life, because we can be of great value to each other, because every interaction has wonderful potential, because I like to uplift others. I want to feel a stronger sense of purpose because I want to make a difference, because I love getting a hold of an idea and running with it, because I love the feeling of wanting to go to work, because I love the experience of getting a great new idea, This process will help you get your juices flowing towards focusing energy on the four main topics of your personal experience. We would encourage playing this game once a week for a month or so, and then once a month thereafter. Do not try to write everything you want regarding each of the four topics. Just write the things that are most immediate in your mind. This relaxed and simple process will cause an increased activation of the things that matter most to you, and you will immediately begin to see evidence of increased activity in circumstances and events that are associated with these topics. And so, like I said, it's really important to just allow this to be a relaxing process and just write the things that come most immediate to your mind. Don't force it. Don't try to make it, exact or all the things that I want. That's not what this process is about. This process is allowing the flow of these ideas and thoughts and things. It's not about writing out all the things that you want to create in your life. This is about allowing the flow of those things into your life and the vibration of them and just things that are first in your mind. So this is supposed to be an easy and relaxed process when you're feeling good, just to help you create more focus and momentum in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. We don't have to make it a 2-day thing to work on, just do it quick and make it fun. Just allow it to flow and don't worry about if you're doing it perfectly or whatever. Just allow things to flow out and it gets easy and fun and you get excited to do it.
Right. It's fun to be in that flow of that. And if you want to do something more intense and specific later, perfect. But this is just for those moments when you're feeling good, you have that little bit of time and you
Right.
just want something easy and flowing to allow your focus and that positive momentum.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, let it be done?
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
so I love this, and there's more on this coming up here in the book, and I think it's even more fun listening to what Abraham has to say about the creative workshop process than it
Yeah,
is even talking about doing it.
right.
So I'll continue a little bit more here.
Okay.
So I'm on page 161 if you're following along with us. Abraham, speak to us more about the creative workshop process. Like a magnet, you are attracting thoughts, people, events, lifestyles, everything that you are living. And so, as you see things as they are, you attract more of the same. But as you see things as you would like them to be, you attract them to you as you would like them to be. This is why the better it gets, the better it gets. Or the worse it gets, the worse it gets. People tend to look mostly at what is. The creative workshop process will help you choose what sort of magnet you will be. And so, no longer will you be subject to what others believe, want, or see, for you will be the powerful, deliberate creator of you and your experience. And I think this first little section right there really illustrates the importance of your focus because a lot of us, we are constantly focusing on what is, what we see in front of us, how our day is going, the other people around us, and just what's happening right now, and allowing that to align where our focus and our vibration is.
Mm-hmm.
And if that experience isn't what you want, the focus on the what is and allowing that to create your vibration is creating more of that.
Yeah.
But by doing this process, you're saying, this is what I want. And as you get excited and your vibration rises and you're focusing on what you do want to create, you're letting go of the what is and creating what you want and making that into your what is and what is becoming.
Yeah.
And so it's all about focus and it's all about what are you allowing into your experience and what are you allowing to change your vibration,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. I was just listening to someone the other day on a video, and she was talking about when she starts to feel like she doesn't have enough or she's feeling a little bit of lack, she'll go out and splurge on a coffee or splurge on a steak when she felt like she should have got hamburger, or something like that. She'll just go do something to create that forward motion again. And when she does that, she notices that, wow, things are starting to flow again. So if you're feeling stagnant in your abundance or in your work or whatever, go out and do something that creates that movement and in that. And then you're going to start noticing things are flowing to you again. And it works every time, it's so cool to notice when that happens and that you are in control of it. All you have to do is make that step and it creates that momentum starting again.
Right. And this process can be your way to start that momentum flowing forward again in that area. So
Yeah.
let's say you don't have time to do all the areas of your life in this exercise. You could
Yeah.
pick one. Where do you feel most stagnant?
Yeah. Yep.
Get in a feel good space and then do that area with this creative workshop exercise. Just that one area. It'll take you 2 minutes, maybe, if you do it quick.
Yep.
So it's well worth doing because, like you said, she went and did something that creates the flow in that area. And
Yeah.
that's what this is about, is creating that flow in that area again. And so how perfect that, there's many ways to do it. And this is just one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll read this next section and then move on to the other. So this is not a super long section, but I feel like the whole thing is important
Yeah.
and well worth talking about.
It is. It
I
is.
love it. It's so good.
Mhm.
Welcome, little one, to planet Earth. If we were speaking to you on your first day of physical life experience, we would have said to you, welcome, little one, to planet Earth. There's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. You are a magnificent creator, and you are here by your powerful and deliberate desire to be here. You have specifically applied the wondrous law of deliberate creation, and by your ability to do that, you are here. Go forth and attract life experience to help you decide what you want. And once you have decided, give thought only to that. Most of your time will be spent collecting data that will help you decide what it is that you want. But your real work is to decide what you want and then focus upon it. For it is through this focusing upon what you want that you will attract it. That is the process of creating. But we are not talking to you on the first day of your life experience. You have been here for a while, and most of you see yourselves not only through your own eyes, in fact, not even primarily through your own eyes, but you see yourselves mostly through the eyes of others. And so many of you are not now currently in the state of being that you want to be. The creative workshop process is one where you can achieve the state of being that is your choosing, so that you consciously access the power of the universe and begin attracting the subject of your desire rather than the subject of what you feel is your reality. From our perspective, there is a great difference between that which now exists, that which you call your reality, and that which your reality really is. Even as you may be sitting there in a body that is not healthy, or in a body that is not the size or shape or vitality that you choose, and a lifestyle that may not be pleasing to you, driving a vehicle that perhaps embarrasses you, or interacting with others who may not bring you pleasure, we want to assist you in understanding that while this may seem to be your state of being, it need not be. What we are offering here is the process by which you may spend a little bit of time every day intentionally attracting into your experience good health, vitality, prosperity, and positive interactions with others. All the things that make up your vision of what the perfect life experience for you would be.
Awesome. I love that. Um, I love how she has you think about, what if this was the first time you were here? Are you just starting out? But then, no, we're bringing our experience where we've we've tested the waters and know, oh, I don't like this so much, but I would really love this. we can play with that and we can choose. And I like how she talks about um sifting. What is that? Selective sifting. She's
Yeah. Sifting and sorting.
and we have choices in our life, even if sometimes we feel like we don't when we get stuck. But we always have the choices. We always can choose to be happy every day. We can choose to live the life that we want. We can choose what job we want to do, or what we want to do for to make a living. We have that
Mhm.
choice, and we're so lucky to have that. And where we live, we have choices, where a lot of places they don't have the choices that we do. So it's fun to be active in that and try different things. We can do that. We have the freedom to do that. So, yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people's biggest argument for their limitations is the argument of their current reality.
Right.
And this really addresses that. Your current reality is because you're focusing on your current reality as it is and not your
Yeah.
reality as you want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest issue is you said, but okay, this is all great, but this is what my life reality is.
Yeah.
And I would say, yes, your current reality is what it is. But it's
And,
your deliberate focus on what you want that's going to create more of what you want. Your deliberate focus on what is going to create more of what is. And
mhm.
that's exactly what they're saying here is like, okay, we understand that your reality,
Yeah.
as you see it, is your current reality. But
Hmm.
that's not your current reality as it stands. It doesn't have to stay there. It doesn't have to be there. You need to deliberately create the reality you want if you want more of that reality that you want to create,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
We have to realize that we need to be who we want to be before we can get it, before we can get there. If we start out acting as if we are that thing that we want, or we are that person that has those things that we want, then it's going to come easily. And we're allowing, when we do that, when we act as if, we're allowing it in. Yeah.
I love that. When you said act as if, I was like, that was just what was in my brain.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah. And sometimes we forget that. We forget that we can act differently. We don't have to stay in that same rut and act as if we can't have that. We need to act as if we are that thing that we want to be, or who we want to be, what we want to be. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
If you want, I can keep going, Tracy. I don't mind.
okay. Go ahead.
I just love this chapter. I'm like, I want to read it all.
It was awesome.
It's so good.
I'll chime in when I feel the need.
Yes, please. Always do. Another example of a creative workshop. We encourage you to go to your workshop every day, but only for a short period of time. 15 or 20 minutes is enough. It is good if it is a place where you can sit and write, although it can be done in your mind at any place where you are not distracted. But it is not a place where you will enter an altered state of consciousness. It is not a meditative state. This is a place where you will go, clearly giving thought to what you want, so much so that it stirs positive emotion within you. Go to your workshop with an uplifted, lighthearted feeling. If you are not happy, it is not a good time for your creative workshop. Your work here in this workshop is to assimilate data that you have been collecting from your real life experience and to bring the data together in a picture that satisfies and pleases you. During your day, no matter what you are doing, as you are going to your job, working around your home, interacting with your family and friends, collect the data on things you like that you may later bring into your workshop. So you may see someone who has a joyful personality. Collect that data and bring it into your workshop later. You may see someone driving a vehicle that you like. Collect that data. You may see an occupation that pleases you. Whatever it is that you are seeing that pleases you, remember it. even write it down. And then when you go into your workshop, you can begin the assimilation of the data. And as you do so, you will prepare a picture of self that you will begin attracting into your experience. Here is a broader example of your creative workshop. I like being here, for I recognize the value and power of this time. I feel very good as I am here. And as I see myself as a sort of total package, one that I know is of my own creating, and certainly one of my choosing. I'm full of energy, tireless, really, moving through life experience with no resistance. I see myself gliding about in this picture of self, moving in and out of my car, in and out of buildings, and in and out of rooms, and in and out of conversations, and in and out of my life experiences. I am flowing effortlessly, comfortably, and happily. I see myself attracting only those who are in harmony with my current intent, and I'm becoming more aware of what I desire. When I get into my vehicle and I'm moving to a place, I see myself arriving at that place healthy, refreshed, and on time, and prepared for whatever it is I'm about to do there. I see myself dressed to perfection in just the manner I choose. And it's nice to know that it does not matter what others are doing or what others are thinking about what I'm doing. What is important is that I'm pleased with me. And as I see myself in this picture of self, I certainly am. I recognize that I'm unlimited in all facets of my life. I have an unlimited bank account. I am experiencing no financial limitations. I'm making all my decisions based upon whether I want the experience or not based upon whether I can afford it. I know that I'm a magnet attracting whatever level of prosperity, health, or relationships I choose. I choose absolute and continuing abundance, for I understand that there is no limit to the wealth in the universe, and that by attracting my abundance to me, I'm not limiting another. There's enough for everyone. And it's not necessarily about putting a big stash away. For whatever I want or need, I can easily bring into my experience. There's an unlimited supply of money and prosperity of all kinds available to me. I see myself surrounded by others who, like me, desire growth, who are drawn to me by my willingness to allow them to be, do, or have whatever they're wanting. I see myself interacting with others, talking, laughing, and enjoying that which is perfect in them while they're enjoying what is perfect in me. We're appreciating each other. No one is criticizing or noticing unwanted things. I see myself in perfect health, in absolute prosperity, appreciating this physical life experience, which I wanted so very much as I decided to be in this physical being. It's glorious to be here, making decisions with my physical brain, but accessing the power of the universe through the power of the law of attraction. And it's from this marvelous state of being that I now attract more of the same. It's good. It's fun. I like it very much. And now my work for this day is done. I will leave my creative workshop and I'll set it out for the remainder of this day, looking for more things that I like. My work is done. As you enter your workshop already feeling good, and then you bring to your workshop specific aspects of life experience that please you, and as you envision these things in greater detail, your life outside of your workshop will begin to reflect the images that you have created within your creative workshop. This is a powerful tool that will help you create the perfect life for yourself.
Mm, I love it.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good. And it feels like play. If you just keep doing the exercises and doing the things that we talk about every week, it becomes not a chore. It becomes fun and it becomes something that you look forward to doing. I know like when she talked about writing, I keep a certain notebook and a certain pen that is my magic pen that creates whatever I want. And if you just set aside a special time or do it when you're really feeling good about things and things are going good, just start writing about it. it's fun to create that. And you'll notice if you look back a few months later, you've created a lot of those things that you wrote about already. So
Mhm.
it's so fun to do that. I love
It
it.
is really fun to do that. This is such a wonderful exercise. I like that it really lays it out for you. Do
Mhm.
this, do this, do this, but really emphasizes being relaxed about it and not worrying about it being perfect because we're not trying to do all the things. We're just trying to do one thing, which is create that momentum towards what you want and focusing on those things that you want.
Yeah.
And that's something I really like about it, where there's a place for the other things, right? And getting really specific and all that. But
Yeah.
there's also a place for this where it's more of the flow. That's important.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so good.
I love it. You know what I would combine this with, Tracy?
What?
I would combine this with leveraging.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good.
Do your creative workshop and then do a
Yeah.
leveraging, 68 seconds of that deliberate envisioning your life as
Uh-huh.
you want it to be. And how powerful momentum is that is doing your workshop and then being in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's really
good.
good. Yeah. Very powerful if you do it that way. And too, a lot of people have a special place in their house where they like to meditate every day or whenever they meditate. It's always in a certain spot. You can do that with your creative workshop too. You can have a certain spot. Like I have a certain spot where I like to write in my journal. So that is a creative workshop space. And it's just one certain chair that I like to sit on and look out the window and write, and that can be a workshop spot, so
Mhm.
you can do that. And that way it teaches your body too to be in that mode when you sit in that spot. Okay, it's time to play. I get to have fun here. I get to create my life how I want it. And yeah, it's really good.
How beautiful. How beautiful. Yeah, I really like that too because I have a meditation spot in my house too.
Yeah.
That's my same spot. And it just when you sit there, like
Uh-huh.
you said, it puts you in that state
It does.
of I'm ready to write. I'm ready to meditate. I'm ready to create my life. And it's really good because, who doesn't want that? To sit in a spot and it immediately feels good to you.
Yeah. And it becomes a habit. So um it's easier to do it. It's easier to stay in that groove of doing it. Yeah. Love it.
I
All
love it too.
right. Carissa, where can we find you if we want to reach you?
So if you want to reach me, obviously you can comment on this video
Yeah.
because I'm here.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're looking to go deeper with me, my Facebook page is Light of Hope Healing. You can find us collectively on Facebook at Our Soul Space.
Yeah.
You can find us here on YouTube, which is where we're recording this now, at Soul Space Podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing before, nothing after. Soul Space Podcast.
Yeah.
And still working on my beautiful, gorgeous, soon to be up, hopefully, website as well. And then, yeah, Tracy, where can people find you if they would like to find you?
You can find me at inspiredsignals.com. All my links are there. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, little, but yeah, at
You
Inspired
there?
Signals everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. Um, and it's so fun to connect with people and connect with um new clients, old clients. Yeah, we're just having fun, loving life, creating
All
our
about, yes, creating our best lives
um,
for sure. And it's really fun to create kind of a sense of community with each other
mhm.
um and just all move forward together. And that's what we're really about is all of us moving forward together in the highest and best way and in the most fun and joyful way. That's what life is really about is this joyful creation. So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this video of ours. If you did, remember to like and subscribe
Yeah.
because you want to see us every week because we always have something really fun and beautiful to share.
Yeah.
We also want to hear from you. Give us a comment or let us know what you want to learn about, what you want to know more about, or any questions that you have. We always are excited to hear from you too. So remember to do that, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yes, absolutely. See you next week.
Bye.